Good morning, folks. I am out on the kayak once again. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of fishing. You can see I got my rods behind me. It's just about sunrise right now. It's a little cloudy, so it's getting light a little later today. But I'm heading out trying to target some rockfish and hopefully some white perch. So I'm going to spend the first half of the trip probably targeting rockfish, just see if I can catch a few. I always love catching them. And then we're going to switch gears and hopefully go for some white perch. I do have a stringer, so I'm going to try and keep a few of them to eat. One of my favorite fish to eat. Definitely going to be throwing a few of them on the stringer if we can find them. We'll see what else the morning brings. I've got a few paddle tails I'm going to throw around at first, and then I do have one perch rod. The perch like these shallow water structures, so I think I'll be able to find them. I'm fishing out of the West River today. Hopefully we'll be able to find some fish. There's a fish. There he is, sitting right up on that dock, right where he was supposed to be. He doesn't feel that big. And I'm guessing it's a rockfish based on the way it's fighting. Yep, little schooly rock. Little schooly rockfish. That's cool. Ooh, there we go. First fish, sweet. All right, guys, just caught the first fish of the morning. About a 14-inch rockfish. Good first bite. Hopefully we can find some bigger fish. So first cast I made to that dock, pulled one off of it. We're gonna see if there's a few more in here. We'll just kind of bounce it through there, through that structure where those fish should be. And that is a pretty sunrise. I love getting out on the water early. Some days I wake up and I'm like, man, I really don't want to get out of bed, but catching fish and views like this really make it worth it. Sometimes those fish are way up under those docks, so gotta make some precision casts. If you guys can, it's good to make far casts before approaching your structure, just in case the fish are hanging off of it a little bit. Gives you a better idea of where they're sitting. You know, you don't want to go right up on it because you might spook them, you know, before you even get a chance to cast in there. The waves actually aren't terribly bad out here, but if it picks up any more out of the south, I am dipping back into the river. So I'm gonna take a few casts along this dock and honestly maybe some further down, but I don't want to be out here too long if the wind is supposed to pick up. The way it is right now is about as comfortable as I am being out on the kayak with the wind coming out of the south. Definitely got some rollers, and you got to be careful while out here. You don't want to flip, especially when you're by yourself. So you just got to be cognizant of that. When you see a roller coming at you, you want to turn your kayak into the wave. That way it doesn't roll you to the side. But we'll start taking a few casts, and hopefully there'll be some fish hanging around out here. Make it worth coming out. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a hit yet. There's a fish. There he is. I knew there should be one sitting there. It feels a little bit bigger than the last one, but not huge. Just a little schooly probably. Yep, nope, about the same size. He picked it up off the bottom. That one's maybe a little bigger if I can get him into my kayak. Second fish of the morning. Another little schooly. Haven't found anything with really any size yet, but these guys are fun. They fight hard. And he's probably about 14, 15 inches, similar in size to the first one. He's gonna go back in the water, so see you later, buddy. All right, y'all, we have made our way back into the river where it is much calmer in here, and we're just gonna start fishing the shallows, probably go up to a few of these docks in here. I saw a few fish splashing around, so might be some schooly rockfish around. I'm gonna take a few casts, see if I can't catch a couple. But I basically trolled from the mouth way out there to here and didn't get any bites. I think they're pretty much gonna be concentrated on structure, so that's what we're gonna be fishing. Feels like a decent perch, maybe? Or is it a rockfish? This might be a rockfish. Oh my gosh. What is it? It's got to be a rockfish. Yep, a little schooly rock. I was like, if this is a perch, this feels big. Little schooly rockfish. Oh, I've got like 4 pound test on. I don't want him to break me. There we go. Little schooly rockfish. Of course, I switch up to perch and, or I switch up to trying to catch perch, and there's a rockfish. Oh God, is that a rockfish again? Oh, it's a nice perch. That's what we're looking for, guys. Oh, big fat white perch. Let's go. Sweet. And I am keeping some for the fryer. Just gonna lock that off right there. We'll keep fishing. These perch love to hang around these pilings. So if you can get up on them and jig them, got a good chance at catching some. God, just hit it again. There's a fish. Another perch. Nice, another nice perch. Nice, let's go. Here we go, guys. 2 fat white perch. Oh! Oh! Followed it all the way up. That was pretty cool. So I've been kind of working down this dock, and I've got, let's see, 4 perch now. And I'm kind of just bouncing pylon to pylon. Every couple seems to have one, so just kind of casting it up and then jigging it right along those pylons where those perch like to hang next to. They'll be picking minnows and grass shrimp. There he is. There he is. He came out and got it. Another nice perch. Wow. These little twisty tail jigs work really, really well. Just tie them like, you know, 8 to 10 inches apart. Doing 2 jigs gives you that little bit extra weight. You can have more precise casts. Plus it gets down to where the fish are. And sometimes when the perch are really thick, you'll catch 2 at a time. There we go, 5 perch. Well, I just got broke off. I'd been casting up into where I'd been catching the perch and got a hit, and something took off through in between the pilings right there, snapped me around it, and then there was a giant boil. So I think a rockfish came in and just broke me off. I think I'm gonna put on a spinner. We're gonna go with this little spinner right here. And I do have one more of the red and white, so that's what we're gonna go with. Probably gotta let this sink to the bottom a little bit more. There he is. Nice perch. The stringer is getting full. If I put 2 on each of the little clips, that'll be 16. I think that's plenty for me. I don't really need to keep more than that, but I will say I can eat a lot of these little fillets in one sitting. All right, I think we need 3 more. 3 or 4 more. Not quite sure. I'll find out when I get to the end of my stringer. There's another one. Wow, they're just loaded up in here. Oh, and he got off. That was a nice perch too. Well guys, I just caught my last perch to fill up my stringer. That'll be 16 right there. I was fishing 2 docks down, moved down to this one, and plucked 2. So that's my last one, and wow, do we have a stringer. Okay, gotta get the last guy on, and then I'm gonna hold these perch up and show y'all today's haul. And the sun's getting up. Ooh, ow. And it's starting to get a little hot out, so I'm probably gonna make my way back to the ramp, get off the water. But man, what an awesome day. Catching perch and a few rockfish. Check out that stringer, guys. Some pretty good stringer right there. Whoo, that's a lot of fish. So, boom. Gonna clean them up. They're gonna be really good eating, but for now, they're gonna go in my bucket. If I can get them all in there. Oof, there we go. Sweet. I might take a few more casts along the docks, try and plug a rockfish, but that is gonna probably be most of the action for the day. But man, give me a thumbs up. That was freaking awesome. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Keep coming back for more fishing content. And you know, once hunting season gets back, we'll be back on that hunt and grind. And I know you guys like that.